we got one more segment. It's back to the NBA. We probably should have included this with the other NBA stuff, but we weren't thinking. It's okay.
Well, I was if you go read the doc notes.
I'm so sorry I didn't read the notes this time. I was a little bit scattered before the show. We're not going to talk about that. We're staying on task. The Utah Jazz, Denver. Holy shit. Did anybody expect this?
I remember about 7 months ago, people were telling ESPN, FS1 that the Jazz were exploding. You know, Rudy Gobert had the COVID, and Donovan Mitchell was upset, and all of this thing. February pre-All-Star break, they're popping off 20 wins and 1 loss. Oh man, they are balling.
That has to have them at the top of the West, right? Yes, they have
they have the best record.
They have a 2-game lead in the West over the Lakers right now. And that's just wild, you know? The Jazz, this kind of, you know, maybe some people saw it. Good for you. For me, the casual fan, for Denver, the more diehard fan, neither of us saw this coming. You know,
I thought they were
obviously they're good, right? Obviously they're good. They make the playoffs basically every year right now because they have Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, the gang. For them to be 24-5 here very close to the All-Star break, that's insane. I mean, that's great pace.
I want this to be a quote tweet. Ready for this? They are having a Denver Nuggets season where they play out of their minds in the regular season, and then they get the first seed, and then they don't make it past the second round. So
now that's a good point.
For a visual...
I'm just going to scroll down real quick. You see one of these replies? I didn't even plan this. So somehow this user on Twitter, Jadewell, great name, is comparing this Jazz team to the Atlanta Hawks teams of the early 2010s. Those Hawks teams that won like 60-plus games a season in the regular season. And then, I mean, typically they ran up against like the LeBron James Cavs. Or maybe he was still with the Heat at that time too. And just got kind of buzzsawed in the playoffs. Is that what you see for this team? Or do you think they're going to be more competitive than that? I'm not saying are they going to the finals, but they have to be better than this Hawks team, right? Just because they have more star power at the very least.
Yeah, so that's the key thing is honestly they won't meet. I still believe the Lakers are for sure going to the Western Conference Finals. Praying AD is healthy, LeBron stays healthy, team stays healthy. But if the Jazz can stay healthy and continue to win, I think they make it much harder for teams like the Clippers and the Nuggets to make it to the Western Conference Finals because they do have quote-unquote more star power at key positions, and they have shooters. They still have Joe Ingles. You know, they have a good point guard now. They have Mike Conley's still there, I believe.
I think so.
So, like,
you're the NBA fan. You should know this.
I'm sorry. I can't follow all 30 teams 24/7, okay?
But the Jazz are like the best team in the league right now. You should be able to follow them.
They're the best team in the league, and they still get no televised games. They don't get nothing. They don't get no publicity. Like, it's bad. But no, it's really good. It makes the NBA much more competitive. Do I see them my question is, do I see them continuing to win at the rate? Not like 20-1, like that's an insane rate.
That's an insane rate for any team. I mean,
yeah,
that would be a better rate than the Michael Jordan Bulls, than the 2016 Warriors or whatever. This is an insane pace.
Yeah, so like I maybe like out of 10 games they win like six maybe is more like it. I do like it. It's interesting right now. Are the Jazz the real deal? We'll come to find out. I say they're the real deal right now if they can make it to the Western Conference Finals.
That's fair. I like that. I just got to see for myself, you know, like who's popping off, you know? A little downtime here, but They just
Where's their
actually
last loss?
clapped the
January
Clippers. Holy
31st?
crap.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Royce O'Neal, Bogdanovich is healthy again. Yes, Ingles go. So basically, you're surrounding Rudy Gobert with like 3.5 shooters. Royce O'Neal is a little 50-50. He's more of a slasher in my mind, but that's pretty nasty, to be honest. Like, that's just a really, you got the two like very, I don't know, very basic kind of like old school vibey white guys. I like that.
Well, and here's my favorite part is I saw a tweet and it said the Lakers scouting team hasn't missed in 5 years. Jordan Clarkson, most improved,
Oh,
probably gonna win Sixth Man of the Year. He's
yeah.
been balling out
The
all
other
season.
night, I almost included it as a graphic for this. The other night, where's the game splits? He put up 40 against the 76ers. Yeah. He put up 40. This man is out here. I mean, I don't really have any further thoughts necessarily on these Jazz. Again, you said it best, kind of. We'll just have to see what they do. But it's a great story for right now because, again, like there's not many teams that go on. There's some really good teams that never did this over a 21-game stretch. So we'll just have to enjoy the ride as long as it's happening, right?